Now in this particular location, awesome bedding location. This is tucked back up on a point, very remote. We hardly ever have to walk through here. At the same time, we still want to hunt around here, so we've set up travel corridors, travel corridor, travel corridors. There's 5 travel corridors that come into the spot where I'm standing right here. Each one helps support a stand. In fact, we have a stand that watches where all of this comes together over here. We can access through pretty remote timber. We can get out of there at night. We can actually get in very early in the morning. Southwest winds, which are common during the hunting season. Great stand. We have stands for different wind directions and morning or evening between this stand, this one over here, and we actually have a 4th over there where I shot Diego buck last year. Everything comes together right here. So we have the corridors, but at the same time, when we get back into here, now that we've added the structure from the corridors and we have all that side cover, that's starting to turn into a pretty secure bedding area right here. Any of the stands that we get into, we have the side cover from the travel corridors and from the bedding area. Deer can't see us, we can't see them. That's what makes them feel safer. They actually can't see each other, which actually lowers the stress level. So that's a great thing for a bedding area. At the same time, lots of sun coming in here now. So we're gonna get full browse. And that means the deer can bed back up here, several hundred yards away from ag fields or food plots, and they can have enough daytime browse to feed and hold them in this location. Really critical with these bedding areas though. You can see back here, we're getting a lot of regeneration in this location. You can see a lot of thick brush over here, some of our hinge cuts. You see some of our cuttings right here. And we can still, deer can tunnel through here, very easy movement. And it's the same out here. Travel corridor, some big brush over here. The deer can move around and through this bedding area. There's no dead ends. There's nothing that'll trap them. They can move in any direction, but they have regeneration and hinge cuts on the side of them. On the side of them, really important, because we could have made a giant canopy up there with all these cuttings. You know, the cool canopies that you see on YouTube and videos, and folks, they don't work. And so what'll happen is, in an area like this where the deer are used to a little bit of space, they don't want to crawl into those canopies. And just like in this location, they're not bedding back in the canopied areas that they can get into, they're bedding on the sides. The side give them plenty of side cover, hides them from each other and from hunters, plenty of browse. And instead of making a giant canopy and using all our cover to make that canopy, we've made hinge cuts to the outside of these travel corridors and brush piles that are in this bedding area. The deer can move within, they're completely hidden. And we don't have to worry about that canopy caving in. We don't have to worry. There's guys actually out there jacking up their hinges when they fail and making it so a deer can crawl back in there. Well, that's great again in southern Michigan, northern Ohio, northern Indiana, northern Illinois. Areas where you have high percentage of ag and very little cover, but folks, 90% of the whitetail country in the north half of the country, deer don't like that. They require more space, and we gave them more space here. They can hide in here, they can move freely through here, and this is a central focus for the deer herd in the area when they come through this land. And when they do, we have 4 stand locations on the outside of this to take advantage of those movements. So can't wait to show you how this area hunts. It already hunted well last year with Diego, and we actually saw him from 2 of these stands out of 4. But I know the bucks that are using this area this coming season, possibly Hank, Jackson, Whitey. Those are 3 bucks that are target bucks for this year. They all should be 5. We can't wait to see what happens in these stand locations. Real important piece of our hunting here, but we're not knocking down the entire woods. There's 30 acres here. We've cut a couple acres with some precision bedding and travel corridor activity, and it's just enough to make the deer attract to this area and set up our stand locations for a bow shot. And that's what it's all about.